She was the one. Win or lose, you do not do this.
Yeah, Aiden's definitely scamming. He tried to say I was drinking and getting lit. I don't even drink, chat. It's definitely an excuse to make it more favorable. All the highlights was in one round. It's a 6-round fight. And if you go look at all the highlights from what everyone's posting, it all says round 6. Where's the rest of it? I done took plenty losses before, chat. It's not. Boxing is the sport comes with losses. How much did I make on the fight? Oh, I ain't gonna tell you how much I made, but I'll tell you that I made over 300,000. I'll let you guess from there. And that's just for the fight. That's not even including nothing else.
Running his mouth too much. Running his mouth too much, and it cost him. Appreciate that super chat. Game lost his house because of Wack. Blueface lost a big bag because of Wack. And Ray J career basically over thanks to Wack. Wack is the problem. Wack is the problem. We see that. SBGB TV live call-in show. What's happening?
Deezy, first of all, I love your show, man. I love your show.
Appreciate you calling in. Who we speaking with?
This Sal from Jersey.
What's going on, Sal? What's popping?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start, yo. I've been catching up on the whole thing through you, and like that shit, like I'm gonna curse, but like watching Wack get like completely dismantled was like masterful, man. Like I don't even know why I love it so much, but like watching him completely break down in front of that white man, Aiden, was like so unexpected. It was crazy, and I think that's what was needed. Because I've been waiting for like somebody on No Jumper to come up there or finally like show Wack like, oh, you met your match. But then I realized like that ain't gonna happen. Like, because everybody that come up there got something to lose, or they got some type of street cred, or they're in Clubhouse, like they got something that they're trying to protect. Aiden and the like his whole organization don't care about that. So like he coming at Wack in a whole different way that he don't even know how to react to, with the whole gay thing and I'm gay. Like everybody ain't loose cannon. So like Aiden knew like whatever I send Wack is gonna be, no matter what Wack is saying and no matter how much he's saying, nah man, we brothers and nah, this is serious, this is about business, man. He like, I love you, Wack. Let's kiss and make up. Like he knew it was gonna be content, no matter how Wack came at him, and no matter how professional he tried to pretend to be.
Yeah.
Like I had a question for you. Like, do you think that you think the whole fight, like there was multiple contracts? Like Aiden was like it wasn't like, yo, get Blueface to sign this contract for this much, and then Wack like represented Blueface. You think it was more like Aiden gave Wack a bag, and then Wack took whatever he wanted to go to Blueface and like, hey, Blueface, come fight for me. I want you, not like Aiden wants you to be the main fight.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Wack had a contract, whereas though it's a contract for Wack to get Blueface to fight, and then Blueface has a contract with the company with Aiden. But I think Wack has like a separate contract, because when you look at it, why would Wack not want Blueface to speak at all to clear this up so he can get the bag? And when Aiden was on the phone with him, he like, man, call Blueface. He like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, what would be the reason for, Wack not to put him on the phone? Me coming from the streets, I know from being in the streets, when somebody might be doing a deal or something and they're making something off the deal, they don't want somebody to know what they made off the deal or who they dealing with. They don't want that person to talk to the other individual. So if you didn't have a problem, and then you got guys that might do some business on the street and they be like, all right, yeah, come on, you can come. They might even be making something off the deal, but they still will bring you. But he's trying to keep, Blueface from speaking to Aiden Ross. It makes me think that he has a separate, deal where he got Blueface, a contract, and it's in the contract with him and Aiden that he can't tell Blueface about this.
That Aiden can't tell Blueface about it?
Yeah, like that Wack and Aiden, they can't mention, you know, anything to Blueface about the other part of the deal. So it's like, I think that it's something there because he's like, Aiden's not saying everything, but when he wants to speak to Blueface, Wack is making sure that he say, nah, we ain't gonna do all that. Like, why wouldn't you, if this person is the specific person that needs to speak to clear this up for you guys to get the 300,000, why wouldn't you say, all right, come on, man, talk to him so we can clear this up? And the fight's already done. Everything's done. It's not like y'all got to do the fight, but you don't want something to come out that's in there, being though that you put them all on the phone and Aiden might say something. I mean, Blueface might ask some questions and then Aiden say something.
So what would be the reason why? So you think Aiden holding that over Wack's head, like, hey, you don't want to go too hard because I got that big joker.
Nah, I'm not saying he's holding nothing over his head because he's not going to do it. It's a contract. He has a contract with Wack. So I'm just saying he doesn't want, Aiden's not holding nothing. Wack doesn't want to allow Blueface to get on the phone so that nothing comes out and Blueface doesn't know what's going on.
So why would Aiden keep it a secret? Because if I'm Aiden, like, you broke the contract, so now I'm gonna break it too. Like, yo, actually, Blueface.
Because you're not paying attention to that. If he does it because he does it, then two wrongs don't make a right.
So Blueface broke his contract, but if Aiden and Wack got a separate contract, then that's like still in play.
Of course. Why would, you know, anybody that would do that would mess up the whole deal. If you got a contract, if Wack has a contract with Aiden, and because Blueface messes up and Wack didn't mess up, Wack wasn't the one that messed up. It was Blueface for saying what he said. So now he's holding it on the whole situation for Blueface. So that doesn't make, you know, it right for Aiden to go out there and say, all right, well, I'm going to just go ahead and say this now. Now he done messed up. So now you made more legal things. And then, you know, you gave Wack leeway. So he's playing the game. But I just think that Wack has a separate contract and Blueface has a contract that's through Wack.
Got you. So you think this is going to be the end? Because, I mean, Blueface ain't stupid, right? Eventually, he got to come out and say something, or DDG or something, somebody close to him, like, yo, you know Wack playing you, right? So you think we kind of going to see a split up between Blueface and Wack?
I mean, you're probably going to see something later on down the line, but right now they making money. So, you know, Blueface is fresh out of jail, 4 months home. And, you know, he's just happy to be making money. And I think he's been used to dealing with Wack in this manner. So, you know, I think in the future, of course, but it's just right now he's lost. He just, you know, doesn't understand that Wack is really benefiting off of him and using him for financial gain, where instead of just being his manager and in support of him and doing business, I feel like Wack, you know, when he was locked up, Wack wasn't making no money. Now Wack is making money because he has an item to dangle in front of people. Before, he didn't have no item. Anybody else that Wack was dealing with, they wasn't beneficial. Now he has an item and he has something that he can dangle. Blueface's fresh home. You know, people want to, you know, see what he has to offer, and he has something to dangle out there, and he's using Blueface as the item. But, you know, what he's doing is he's damaging the item. So he's like making the item used up, where people are probably not going to want to use this item because of the person that is connected to.
Got you. So he basically used them up till they ain't got no choice but to stick with him because he burned every bridge around them.
Yeah, and it's just going to make sure that people that, you know, don't want to deal with him. So it's going to limit the things that he's able to do after a while. And he's like, you know, the music business, he can't get a record deal, you know, because dealing with Wack, nobody wants to deal with Wack. And now, you know, once you start dealing with these people in the streaming world and things are going bad where all the streamers are looking at you crazy, now the people in the streaming world are going to want to be standoffish with you because they see that you had a problem with one of the top streamers in the world.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna keep watching. I just want to see who gonna pay Blueface or something, because Wack was insinuating like Aiden, like, you did business with me, like you supposed to pay me, but I did business with you, not Rain Bed or nothing. Like he wanted Aiden to like come up out of his pockets for some personal stuff. So I'm like, are you gonna come up out of your pocket to pay Blueface, and then later you get your money from Aiden?
Well, so, Aiden said they're only gonna get 40% of the money. So, you know, you'll hear it in this live that we reacting to. But that Rain Bed is only gonna pay out 40% of the money.
Got it. And then they're gonna make him pay $100,000 for not wearing the patch on his pants. Aiden was talking about too.
They're only gonna pay 40%, so that's gonna all come out. So it's
Oh, I got
40%.
you. I'm gonna say, listener.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you
man.
calling in, bro.
All right.
If you haven't already smashed the like button and you just came in the building, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and share this live. We appreciate all of y'all rocking with the channel.
Like, literally, he didn't say it doesn't matter because my contract is set up in a way where you can't even speak like that. It's breach. But guess what? Do you know how many fighters breach brand risk contracts that I don't go after because I fuck with them and I love them? Adam 22 breached. Ask Adam. I fought for him and I made sure he got his money. I did. Ask Adam. They did not want to give his bread. I made sure Adam got his money, even though he didn't throw a punch. It breached. Still made sure of it. Why? Because Adam is not going around saying scam, tampering. You're an idiot. Why are you saying that? Why? He's smart. He's fought under sanctioned events. He understands that there's there's a commission that does all that stuff. I'm the commentator. I'm the CEO and the owner and the founder of Brand Risk. It's that simple. It's that simple. So he says all this. Again, Ack and Wack, I'm calling. And I just said, look, he could say Aiden Ross. He could say Brand Risk. I just need him to take back rigging, scamming, tampering so I can get him paid out. That's it. That's it. Didn't want to do it.
His pride. Blueface pride in the way. He done told all the schoolyard Crips that he ain't doing that. When you let your pride get in the way of your business because you're trying to prove to your homies that, you standing on this type of business, it'll mess with your financial status. So we're going to see if eventually he comes out and apologizes for the situation or if he's going to stand on what he's standing on, and don't apologize, because that could happen too. Now, Blueface, he got Wack team. That's, I guess, the legal team he's going to use. And I really don't feel like Wack's legal team is that strong. Yeah, he has some lawyers, but I don't think that they're strong enough to go at Aiden Ross in the legal team that he got, because, his money's longer and, he's playing the game. Wack is inserting himself in their business. It's not like Wack has the business and he's got Aiden under the contract because it's his business. He went over there messing with Aiden in his business. So you better know that that contract is designed to protect Aiden, even though Blueface is probably protected to a certain extent in the contract, but the contract is definitely designed to protect Aiden. And if he feels like, he breached the contract because of what he said, he has a point. So, Wack going over there doing business with them, I don't think he has the same grounds as if it was them coming to do business with him and, his team, put the contract together.
And then I wake up to that clip, and that's when I spoke, then he spoke, then I spoke. Why did you do what, Joker Place? Why? You're my community, guys, and you guys know I give away money all the time. I'm not weird with money. I'm the furthest thing from being weird with money. But if a tries to get in here and not try to drop his tough guy act, you're a streamer now, bud. You're a streamer now. Act like one. Okay? It ain't that big of a deal. Straight the fuck up. Straight up. It's just stick to a contract that you sign. You're a big boy. You're a big boy. You're a big boy. You're not a child. It's the truth. It's the truth. No. But Adam 22 breached his contract, but I still made sure he got paid out. Because him and I got on the phone, or we figured that shit out, text, got him a shit. What about Gypsy? Gypsy got paid an hour after he fought. Everyone did. Everybody gets paid the same night. But you. Bro, there's so many ways to say what you want. I get it, you're mad, and you felt like you won that fight. Some say you did, but you don't go and you don't say scam, tampering, rigging, this. You just don't do that, bro. You don't.
Now, just like if it was the other way around, if Wack, you know, had an event and people were saying that Wack scammed and, you know, did something with the event, he would feel some type of way too. SBGB TV, live call-in show. Who we speaking with?
Hey, yo, Deezy, it's the coolest, man. Wack stressed out.
What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, it's definitely
yeah, Wack stressed out, man. No BBL payments coming in, man.
Yeah, it done got real, man. It done got real.
Yeah, they about to repo R&B's ass, man.
Yeah, it's real right now. You know, it's something that he gonna have to
Yeah,
deal with.
word on the streets, man, that had the ass repo niggas is, man, he looking for that BBL, fam. Wack stressed out. You see how calm he is? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he trying to be all neutral and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't over there knocking this nigga over the head, man. He not paying that nigga, fam. You think he gonna get the money, Beast?
He said 40%.
40%.
Yeah, he said he gonna get. He said
he gonna get the 40.
Yeah, he said 40%.
The 40 ounce.
Yeah, 60,
the 40 ounce of slits, more liquor.
60% is gone.
Let me find out, man. Let me find out, man.
60% is gone.
Yeah, so you hit it right on the head, man. When you hit it on that one content when Adam was like, man, hey, Wack, make sure you get paid.
Yeah.
Deezy knew he wasn't getting paid, man.
It's a sticky situation right now.
It's sticky out here, man, like fucking Gorilla Glue, fam.
It's sticky.
Gorilla Glue, fam, out here is sticky, man. Wack out here being real calm, man. Them BBL payments is due. Them titty payments is due. Wack out here like he done told R&B like, yeah, I got there 19,000. You heard him on there like, yeah, man, 19,000, man. I brought some people in there, man. Who had to cover that? It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. straight up, Deezy.
and you heard what Aiden said. He said, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I love the way the young bull handling this nigga, man.
I agree, you know, because the way that he handled our people, it got to be somebody that can get at him because, you know, he thinks because he deals with them and, you know, throws the rocks and hide his hands that nobody can get at him. So yeah. Hey,
Deezy, I think you need to knock on Aiden's door and be like, hey, holla at your boy. You ain't got to get in the ring and nothing. You feel me? But let him, hey, man.
I'm willing to get in the ring. I'm ready to hit Aiden when next time they open up. I'm getting in the ring. I'm gonna tell him put me in the ring.
Put Deezy in the fucking ring, man. SBGB TV, knocking shit out, man.
Put me in the ring. I'm going in.
Hey, man, well, fuck all that, man. That nigga Wack lame, man. He out here being real neutral. He thought he could bring them clubhouse tactics to the fucking YouTube streets, man. And guess what? It's not working for him, man.
Take it easy on the language so we can keep this thing right.
My bad. He thought he could bring them tactics to the YouTube streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He getting pissed. Yeah, he getting peed on.
Yeah, it didn't work too well.
He definitely get peed on. He the fire hydrant.
It didn't work too well, man.
It's not working for him, man. You see how he ain't pull up with that on your mama, man, on your dead mama. He ain't try that dead mama on your dead homie shit with Aiden Ross, right?
Nah, he knew better.
It's so suddenly he had my Jewish homies and I ain't got he's snoring coke in the background with R&B. Like I ain't got no problem with the Jewish community. And he make sure he hold up the Transformers, the Decepticons in the hair. Like, yeah, I ain't got no problem with y'all either. No problem with y'all either. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Man, niggas is foo-fafi.
They straight foo-fafi.
Straight foo-fafi.
Straight foo-fafi. You heard me?
Hey, Deezy, man, keep that grill up, man, on high, man, on these niggas, and I'm out, man.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
Love you, homie.
Much love. Appreciate all y'all, man, that be rocking with Deezy, man. If you haven't already hit the like button and you just came in the building, make sure you smash the like button, share the live, Shout out to all y'all, man. Facts.
A lot of boxers breach. I just don't do anything about it. You never know. It's a part of his contract, for example, to wear a rainbow patch. It's rainbow, so it's a deliverable. So it's just tiring. I called Rainbet. They do not want to pay him in full. They want to cut him 60%. And they don't want him talking about certain shit. They could say Adin Ross, they could say this, but they don't want to give him the full purse. And I don't blame him. Now, let me ask all you guys a genuine question. If you're Rainbet and all these clips are flying out, are you paying 100% after the damage is already done? No.
So y'all hear that right there. They only want to give him 40%. That's it. SBGB TV live calling show. What's popping?
Bo, what is a schoolyard crib? I ain't never heard of no schoolyard crib.
Yeah, that's one of them gangs they made up along the way,
Have you ever
man.
seen one of them? I mean, he's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know, that's one of them gangs they made up along the way and called themselves a Crip, schoolyard Crip.
Boy, I ain't been to school.
Hey, listen, man, the boy is definitely feeling it right now, and he let the world see that he doesn't have the status that he portrays. Now, he's running around with these different women, and he's doing whatever he's doing with them. But, you know, when it comes to the business world, you know, these guys is looking like peewees, man, and they definitely being exposed that they're not who they say they are.
Yeah, they get run over. But I don't know if it's just me, but all these Kelly's people, all these gang members, all they talk about is squabbles. And squabbles. Man, they supposed to be able to fight. I ain't seen none of them that could fight.
Yeah.
Have you seen these matches? What's your boy K-Mac? He's horrible.
Yeah, of course. We see him in the ring. He definitely, you know, he ain't had no damn coordination. He just kept trying to throw the overhand right. And it definitely let it be known you run around here doing your Crip walk, but it wasn't good enough to win in the ring.
He calling out Rockstar, talking about he's such a savage and all that. Man, that dude's a goofy, man.
Yeah, we definitely know that.
Wack just dogs him out. The name I was thinking about yesterday is he acting just like Aunt Hefe is P Nice.
Okay.
He will not say nothing bad about Wack.
Yeah, you already know that. That's what these dudes do, man. And that's why Wack run over these guys the way he do. And until Wack say something bad about the bull P Nice, then he'll say something. But until then, it's like, oh man, Wack's a good dude. And you know, that's why the culture is so like, you know, backwards out there. You can't trust the dudes because, you know, they're not standing on business when it comes to these foul individuals.
Right. And you know, he's supposed to be one of Nip's, you know, folk. He's supposed to be close to Nip, but he lets Wack just say anything.
Yeah, you know, it's the podcast game, man. You know, these dudes, they want to build relationships with whoever to try to elevate their game instead of putting their own grind and understanding to stay away from certain individuals that ain't right. So, you know, they willing to accept certain things to be a part of a situation to make it look like they somebody.
Just like Wack was accepting those advances at first.
Oh yeah, he definitely was accepting the advances. They was all good. You know, he probably felt some type of way right when he was supposed to get paid about the advances, right? But I guarantee you when he first met the boy and they was sitting in the room and Charleston White was in there and academics and they was all in the room, Aiden was saying things to him then probably. And, you know, it was all good then. You could see these people that be trying to, you know, get next to certain individuals, they'll accept certain people talking to them a certain type of way, even if it's out of pocket because they want to get next to their money. And then later when they feel like, you know, they got a problem or something, then they want to say something about it.
They're not getting that bread. They're not going to come off that bread. Then they're going to come up with something.
Yeah, you know, that's just what they do.
But all right, then, dog.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
Thank you.
If you haven't already smashed that like button and you just came in the building, make sure you hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel and shout out to all the people that's watching, man. We got about 520 people in here, and we appreciate everybody that's rocking with the channel.
Exactly. I need to make examples out of people that are disrespectful and don't follow contracts. It's not rocket science here, bud. How hard is it to look over a contract and sign some shit? That's it. Send the Wack texts. Let's go through that. Let's do it.
And that lets you know, how they feel about Wack and Blueface. Yeah, this lets you know how Aiden Ross really feel about Wack and Blueface. Yeah, it ain't that hard. Just look, read over the contract and sign it, man. What's going on with you? But Wack makes it seem like, he's this real smart individual and business guy. And this young kid right here definitely, got Wack looking crazy. Yeah. So all that on Paru tough guy stuff, I don't go for it anyway, but I don't know how after this moment here, anybody can be on that side. Why would he have so much energy for the people that look like him? But these guys, he's very docile and respectful, and he doesn't have that same energy. It's pull up, at the studio, at No Jumper, to anybody that looks like him. But these individuals, it's, all right, see what you can do, man. I would appreciate it. You're supposed to be my brother. Like the manipulate, it lets you know that when he was around these street individuals, what type of dude he was. He was the do boy, the go to the store guy. All right, bring me back some Dutches and get me a water while you at it. That type of dude. And make sure you bring back the change. Straight up.
Just don't want future fighters now to doubt fighting on Brainers because they might not get paid or get sued. Just ask every other fighter that's ever fought on Brain Risk. Scam Likely, you're in my chat. Have you ever had an issue? Has Chivo ever had an issue? Who do I not like? Have they ever had issues? Has Gypsy ever had issues? No. If you just listen and cooperate, you're good.
And Wack and Blueface wanted to be a part of what they got going on, right? Wack and Blueface ain't had to deal with them. If they felt that the money was all right, whatever they had the boxing match coming up in May, it was no reason that, he should have felt like he needed to be a part of what was going on here. So, he felt like Wack wanted to get this bag that he had. So they wanted to be a part of that. And they got over there and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Yay, man, you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to go deal with them people. If you don't want to do what you gotta do, don't go deal with them people, man. Do your own thing. But we know how Wack is. Always thinking that he got it under control. Nobody needs Wack. Wack needs all of these other individuals. Nobody in America needs Wack 100. Straight up. Nobody that is doing business in America needs Wack 100 at all, because he doesn't have nothing to offer but lies and manipulation. And if you want to deal with an individual that's going to lie and manipulate you, then you're going to go deal with Wack. And then it's either you're going to roll the dice and get a 7, or you're going to roll the dice and get a 12. Straight up. That's what's going to happen. You might get a 7, but you got a bigger chance of getting the 12 when you're dealing with Wack, or snake eyes. Straight up. Smash that like button, dog.
It's that simple. It's really that simple, bro. Like, it's so easy to follow direction and listen and make sure I'm just not leaking anything. All right. So I'm going to go over these texts. I knew Wack100 was recording.
Which we all do. Everybody knows that Wack records.
And yes, to answer your thing right here. Earn, burn, I got you. It's not illegal for me to do that, by the way. It's not. But I could see why it is weird. Yes. Okay. So I sent a picture to a group chat with me, Ack, and Wack of Wack bent over. I asked to kiss and make up. Bro, I'm owed monies. You think it's funny? It's not. I don't do bad business, but again, everybody has its day. Question, chat. Again, I'm going to ask. Do you genuinely believe that Wack and Blueface do not know that I own Brain Risk? No.
I mean, I think the world knows
I'm
the
sorry.
answer to that.
They're not.
Yeah.
I ain't them. I would never allow this to happen on my watch that I claim was a friend ever. And this is the thing that pissed me off. Wack's acting like this is a favor. Bro, it's a business transaction. If it's a favor, you're going to give me Blueface for free to fight. Exactly, Lico.
That's a fact. Yeah. And that's what Wack does to people, right? But he's used to doing it to the people on Clubhouse and, you know, the people that he can manipulate and act like it's a favor. Yeah. Wack, you really don't have anything to bring to the table. And Blueface came home. You're using him like an item. You bring Blueface to the table and you're saying you're doing a favor when you're already thinking about running around and doing your run with Blueface and trying to make all the money you can. This is what he's doing right now. He's running around the internet, running around everywhere he can, using Blueface as an item to make all the money he can. And right here, you ran into a situation. And it's a situation that is going to put, like, you know, a bad taste in people's mouth that's streaming. You know, you got some people that might still fall for the banana in the tailpipe, but I don't think that the big streamers are going to want to do business with Wack. You know what I mean? Because of what they see happening with this situation.
Anyways, I'm on my trolling. My guy, I'm not gay. I don't fear no community because I have partners and friends amongst them all. Bro, you know I'm solid. Nobody's gonna come to Compton and bless this community. We got so much to do. Me and him are working on something to go back to Compton and give back like $1 million. I told him I'm gay. And I asked him, are you rejecting me because I'm Jewish and gay? Wow. An anti-Semite, homophobe. It's disgusting. No, I said I'm not gay. You keep saying we should kiss. I'm letting you know as a straight man, I'm not gay. I don't kiss men. And what you don't know is I have many, many friends and business partners amongst the gay community. That tactic does not work with me. Try again. Please take that approach. I don't think you know me very well. I'm the street guy with a transgender reality TV show. Don't work, bro. Too many of my friends are part of that community. I said, hey, yo. I mean, it's fact. Girls Club on Tronics. I don't fear none of that. The fact that you could even attempt is crazy. Shows you're worse than a street thug. You're whack. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I knew you were gonna go to the internet. And if you release that phone call, again, it's a felon charge. Look up the law if you do not give consent to a phone call conversation in the state of Florida to the state of Florida. Don't do it. Your lawyer will advise you not to do it, Wack. Don't do it.
Now, we know since last year sometime, right? Well, the end of 2024, well, maybe all of 2024, right? Because, you know, I just started paying attention to the guy the end of 2024. So Wack's been recording people and putting phone calls out. Him and Loose Cannon was doing it a lot. Right? So we know for sure that he was recording Aiden Ross. We know that's what he does. But he ran into somebody that told him, listen, it's a felony here. And I guarantee you that Aiden Ross wouldn't have a problem with pressing charges. Yeah, I don't think he would have any problem pressing charges on Wack for recording him and putting it out there and, you know, playing with him to that magnitude. And you know, his lawyers is on deck. Straight up. Them lawyers is on deck. And I don't think Wack wants that smoke. You know what I mean? You know, and it's a two-person state in California, too. California is a two-party state, too. And he does it so frequently and freely in California without a care in the world. You know, he does it without a care in the damn world in California all the time. But it lets you know how comfortable in, you know, his Fed connections, how he acts because of the Fed connections he got. So, but I don't think in this situation here, he has like a win. He doesn't hold no weight, you know, and it's so funny that, you know, the people in Clubhouse and, you know, individuals that look like him think that he's so smart because of the manipulation that he does towards them. But I don't think he has like a win at all in this situation. I don't think he has a win at all, like no win at all messing with the boy, because you know the boy is paying attention to who Wack is because Charleston White already let him know who Wack is. Charleston White then let him know, yo, Wack is going to record you. He's going to try to line you up. He's going to do some funny backdoor stuff, which we all know.
Call your lawyer like right now. Your lawyer is a bit scared, in my opinion, allegedly. I believe my opinion has a strong position here. Can you believe he thinks you're scared? You're not new. This is new to me. What do you rate me? 1 through 10, I'm a nice Jewish kid. Bro, Jewish, none of that has anything to do with the matter. You keep bringing that up. Have I mentioned being? No. Why? Because it has nothing to do with it. I'm not I'm American, period. Rest don't matter to me. People are people. Okay, but I'm Jewish. My people have been through so much. Am I baiting? And I am gay, a Jewish gay guy. So much hate in this world. That conversation has nothing to do with anything. It just feels I'm being targeted because I'm Jewish and gay. It feels that way. That's your choice. Has nothing to do with anything. It's not a choice, bro. I was born like this. I didn't ask. Chad, are you born or raised gay? Well, to be truthful, you being gay or Jewish has never been the conversion. Never knew I'd ask, never opinion. That's your choice as an American. That's your right. Okay, again, that's not my request. Conversation, if you choose to voice it, I'll respect it. Okay, so why can't we meet up and have a hug and a kiss to make up? Jason Lee will tell you Wack doesn't hold that against anybody. Work, friendship, whatever, that's not a determining factor for me. So you can stop mentioning it because it's not part of my problem. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Now, the fact you keep disrespecting me after I told you I'm a straight man is crazy. I can respect you, but you can't respect me. On that voice note, I'll protect because see, respect isn't mutual. Okay, wow, you wouldn't talk because I'm gay and Jewish. In my opinion, it's disgusting. You keep making comments at me after I told you I'm a straight man. I have yet to disregard your stance as being gay. What, chat? Why does he actually believe this? Like, why? He thinks that this could be used again. Like, Wack, are you? He's old. How old is Wack100? Oh, he's 50. Okay, because dude, I had to know because it's just like, dude. Okay, fine. I respect it. I'm sorry. You're just really handsome. Chat. Why is he bent over? Like, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie. That's like one of the first pictures you Google 100. That's the picture that pops up, bro. For your information, you're not dealing with Wack the street guy. He's dead. This is Cash Jones you're talking to. That gaslighting won't work. Gas.
Yeah, Wack thought he was outing him. SBGB TV live call-in show.
What, man?
Live call-in show. What's happening?
This is KY Lextown, Jeezy.
Okay, you said from K-Town. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Man, you know, from the jump, man, with that conversation with Aiden, man, you know, from the jump, he put Wack in his place. He had Wack stepping off the rip. You remember when soon they got on the conversation when Aiden joined the conversation with him and academics, he asked Wack to record a conversation. And he told Wack off the rip, he said, you record my conversation, that's a felony. And Wack was off the rip stumbling, talking about, nah, I was in the lobby and somebody was with a backpack on. He had him shook up from the jump.
Yeah, and he tried to lie. They knew he was lying, though.
Yeah, lying. And like you said, though, you could tell by the way Aiden was talking to him, somebody like Charleston White was already in his ear.
Of course.
Because he was asked, he was hitting him with the right questions and everything off the rip.
Yeah, he was definitely there.
Yeah, and one thing I say that Aiden did that a lot of people don't even do. He didn't let Wack get off subject at all. every time Wack came up with a
Yeah.
story, he was like, "What this guy do? What we're talking about?"
Yeah.
You peeped that?
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely did that. And Wack doesn't know how to deal with people that keep him on subject.
Yeah. Yeah. He was messed around. He was messed around, bro. Man, like Cuba Gooding Jr., man, like Boys in the Hood. Wack home punching her right now. He punching her.
Lying to himself.
Hey, he punching her right now because what A did, and right now he punching her because of you. Because the fact is, he knows now he cannot even get on nowhere, no platform with that tough man shit no more. Period.
Nah, not at all.
Aiden Ross gave everybody the blueprint today. He gave everybody the blueprint today. You was already giving everybody the blueprint, but they wasn't listening. You see what I'm saying? You know, now the white boy got on there, he gave everybody the blueprint. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they let him know.
Watch how everybody come at Wack now. Watch how everybody come at him now. They're gonna come at him crazy now.
Yeah.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then Blueface, I mean, it's always a dummy in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But my thing with him, like, you can't beat it. Like, I know he had to hear this conversation day. Come on, man. That's right there telling you Wack doing something behind your back, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on. And then the bad part about it is, academic try to put you up on notice. You didn't want to listen to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? About a month ago, academic put it out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
talking about
academics
Wack was double
definitely.
dipping.
Yeah,
Talking about Wack was double dipping. So come on, then we fast forward to the day. Come on, and you can't even, Wack don't even want you to talk to the man, like you said, 350,000. He might told Blueface, Blueface, and you getting 100. You feel me?
yeah.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted, man. I just know this right here. This open up the floodgates, man. You know what I'm saying? We got something to talk about every day now on here. You feel me?
You better know it.
Hey, we gonna run this to the ground. Hey, we gonna dig the ground up and bury it again. You know what I'm saying?
You better know it.
I'm gonna let you get back to it, my man.
I appreciate you calling in, bro.
One.
Later. If you haven't already smashed the like button and you just came in the building, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all y'all that rock with SBGB TV.
Gaslighting. Dude, he's 50 using gaslighting. That's cool. It's your opinion. I've been doing this longer than you think. And I just basically was like, Wack, did you record the phone call? Because in Florida, it's illegal. Don't get my consent. Trolling him with a GIF. All right? You guys get the point. We're in a stream house. I didn't record nothing personally. Someone else did even better. Because it is against the law, chat, technically, if he knew that somebody was recording and he didn't tell me. You asked if I recorded. I said, you Wack did record nothing. I told you not to record. You're so cute that you don't know how the law works. What law? I didn't record. Again, you're spinning. Can't wait to sit back and watch you and Adam talk. Please, Wack, can I join the pod? Do what you want to do. Again, you press play. It's wide open. And that's it. All right, that's it. So, again, if you guys have any questions regarding the situation, dude, I think he's well-deserving to get paid for sure. I'm thinking it's up to Rainback, dude, at the end of the day. They want to pay 40% of it. Want to know what you guys think about it. He breached a few things in his contract, and that's why. It could have all been so avoided.